Heyo, I don't know. When do you think 2K will stop making games for the PS4 because greatness feels like greatness?
No. I agree. I think that it's still a shame. I think it's a shame that it's not on next gen because I do think it holds the series back. But on the other hand, there's still a massive, massive install base for PS4 and Xbox One, and you don't really want to neglect them. Why would we not want that money? We could sell way more copies of the game by spreading it out to everybody. So from a technical standpoint and what benefits the players, I would love it to be just optimized for PS5, Xbox Series X, and high-end PC. That's what I really want. But because they want to be able to service everybody, they probably do lower it a little bit so that it can still work. So I hope that it's going to be 2K25 because then the PS5 and Series X have been around for years at this point. But hopefully it is going to be like Father Gabriel Stokes says. Do you think this game will exceed expectations? In some ways, yes. I feel that this game will exceed some people's expectations because what we're seeing and hearing already is so much of the quality of life pieces getting the updates and getting the attention. So these little things that we have seen so far, with super finishers, collision for doing Irish whips, the blood being expanded into the game, the added match, there's going to be a lot of just quality life improvements that are really going to keep players around and enjoy it. But guess here, but when we look at it, even just from the big picture, maybe on paper people are going to go, oh, this isn't that big of a deal, it's not doing much, it's still the same mode, it's still universe, my rise, my plan. But to me it's going to be, yeah, those modes are in there, but what are they doing different with them? How have they improved them? How have they playing with and enjoy playing the game. So I think that there are going to be aspects of it that will exceed our expectations, but I hope that what fans come out with it is that we got a quality wrestling game with a huge roster and a lot of fun and stuff is fixed. And I think that's what players are probably hoping for, and keeping us engaged longer. Richard Dive says, is CM Punk in the game or will it be DLC? My prediction is DLC. Punk came back Survivor Series. We know that we're getting Randy Orton's updated Survivor Series look, t-shirts, and all that stuff. So they have gone in and like scanned and updated Randy Orton from the term. Let's get updated all there. I think, honestly, CM Punk's got to be DLC. And I say that because, like, would I want him in the base game? Oh, of course, I want to play him day one. But it's too stupid if they don't put him in as DLC to make all the money. If you're going to put him in as a late pack DLC, a headliner DLC, you're going to call it, like, the Summer of Punk pack or something. And you're going to give us multiple CM Punks and the return look and all this stuff. So he's going to be DLC. Like, I bet money on it. All that Canadian bucks. And yeah, him, Nate, Jade, like, you're going to put them in as DLC headliner. Jack Thompson says, what is the mode you are most looking forward to playing in 2024? Mine is GM mode. Someone else asked this as well in the comments. And for me, it's going to be I actually think it is going to be GM mode this year. I haven't heard much from both GM mode and Universe mode yet. And I think with Universe mode, it sounds like we're getting just small tweaks, nothing major, but we're getting the rivalry actions updated, double title matches are advertised in there. Those are good things, but it needs to be a lot more for me. I need the hook of Universe mode. GM mode has me a little bit more interested because raids are going to be in there. They're expanding it with probably with an ECW as an option. If all of the matches are available, like, if they make GM mode possible where I can run Raw, SmackDown, regular TV, and I can do every single match type, and I can do the Royal Rumble, and I have a cleaner, full calendar with all the pay-per-views, that's going to really attract me because contracts, and what am I missing? The cutscenes. Well, if the cutscenes get kind of repetitive and don't bring me in a lot, then I might just be leaning into GM mode even more because I can control so much more. It just kind of depends what flavor you like. If you want to be able to customize everything so deeply and have an AEW show and a retro Raw and all of that, then Universe mode's up your alley. But if you want more of the finances and the show management and running like current day WWE product, And just doing that, if you don't care about cutscenes, you might really like GM mode this year. It just depends to me if GM mode gives us all of the match types or if they limit it again. I want to be able to go in there, and the class system also needs to get tweaked. GM mode probably is on my list as the main mode that I'm curious to play. Ezekiel says, do you think Bad Bunny will make it into the game? Yes. We got Bad Bunny in last year. We got Bad Bunny again in like October when they gave us the, the Backlash attire and that look, and they sold it individually. So I think Bad Bunny is totally going to be in 24, and I think that they're going to just put in Backlash version that they sold separately, that they're going to put him in the base game. I didn't like that. Did not like that move, and I could totally see them doing that. Just dumping that exact model in there, because why not? So, yeah, I think he's in there, and I think it's the back one. Luke 2K Official says, what's the first thing you would do when you load up the game? I love that moment. So, as a kid, and in my old age, I still love that moment, turning on the game for the first time, seeing it all there, and then, what match am I going to play first? Like, to have the first experience. I love that. That's that pulling the film off of your iPhone. Like, it's that comfort thing. I really love it. It's beautiful to experience the Super Computers. Probably do Cody versus Roman in the first match and pick, like, a WrestleMania arena. I don't know. Or I go retro and I do, like, Triple H versus Austin or Raw. I don't know. But I always love doing the first thing. First thing, it'll be an exhibition match of some sort. Christian Reyes says, if you were a WWE superstar, would you in LA Knight
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now. Oh, man. He gets out of the way. Taking this to the floor. He is revving up the engine. He's not going to let anything
would make a great team. You and LA would make a great team. Yeah, I get this a lot. Apparently, there's some kind of resemblance. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I get it like daily. It's hilarious to me now. They're like, new people come in and find the channel, and then they're like, this dummy looks like LA Knight. Or LA Knight's younger brother. Your little brother.
If you take anything at all from all this, will you make sure he's dead?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video, leave your theories, comments, everything down below. And today, we're going to be talking about Power Book 3 Raising Kanan Season 3. Unique's return explained. We're going to talk about what really happened behind the scenes as far as Unique's returning. Of course, a lot of people believe that he was out of here. And that's because your boy Joey Badass, he did an excellent job selling the story, making it seem like he was really up out of here. Crazy part was, he really was up out of here, and as Joey Badass explained before, he had to go to the creator of the show and have a conversation about his character. So we're going to talk about the article that got put out by People Magazine. Remember the same People Magazine that did the interview with Joey Badass about him dying back in episode 5? Yes, they dropped another article on Friday, so we're going to talk about some of those key details about that story. Now, you guys, make sure you check out my last Power Book 3 Raising Kanan video. I dropped the episode 10 recap. Everybody's waiting for season 4. I told you guys to get your predictions ready. We're going to talk about early predictions for season 4 this week, so stay tuned for that video. But man, your boy Unique, man. Crazy season ender. A lot of fan predictions was back and forth on if Unique was dead or alive. I told you guys after episode 5 aired, I was like, we gotta wait until episode 6 to see, if he really is up out of here. But once Joey Badass came out, not once but twice, he came out in the People Magazine interview, and then TMZ did an interview with him, you know, a little quick one. I posted up on the channel, and he confirmed his death. So once he did that after episode 5, I was like, man, I guess he really is up out of here. But once episode 6 aired, you know, and everybody was waiting for episode 6, they didn't show his body. They kept saying he was up out of here. And I was like, man, it's kind of overkill that they keep saying that he's dead. And once they did not show his body in episode 6, I had that funny feeling something was up. And then we went to episode 7, episode 8, episode 9. And Unique's body still did not pop up. So I knew in the season finale they were going to reveal something. Now, of course, before the season finale even aired, it was a spoiler that got put out, a picture of Unique filming for season 4, and it pissed a lot of people off. Now, a lot of people still did not know about that picture, but regardless of all that, everybody wanted to see what was going to happen in the season finale, and they waited to the perfect time to reveal that he was still alive, and they had everybody shook. Crazy, right? Now, of course, a lot of people were saying, man, this would never happen. This is not realistic. Ain't no way he could survive that. And I guess you guys, you just may be right. And there's some people out there saying, well, some people could survive that. And guess what? You guys are right as well. A person could have survived that, and a person could have gotten taken out by what happened to Unique. I mean, there's people out there that done got shot 9 times and they still survive. I think his name is, what's his name? 50 Cent, yes. So crazy things can happen to people and they can survive. But as I always tell you guys, TV logic defeats everything. If they don't show you 100% that somebody is taken out, that means they have a high chance of surviving. It doesn't matter what the actors say, because if they ain't showing you that 100% proof, there's still a chance they out there. They can write you back in just like that. And of course, all types of different theories will come out now. All the fans are already talking about, well, what about ghosts? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can leave those crazy ghost predictions down below, but I know it's about to get real, real crazy. Now, as your boy Unique stated, until that body shows up, he ain't dead. And he wasn't lying, y'all. That came back into play at the end of season 3. And People Magazine, as I told you guys, they put out this interview. I'm going to leave the link in the description for you guys so you can see it all. I'm just going to talk about certain points out of that interview that they did that I found very interesting. Now, Unique's character was actually supposed to be killed off after episode 5. They already wrote the scripts and everything. It was over for him. I mean, that was a real thing. I know Joey Badass, he talked about this in the People Magazine. After episode 5, he stated that he talked to the creator of the show, Sasha Penn, and in this article, it's stating that he talked to 50 Cent as well. He was pissed off. He was like, man, y'all really killed me off. He was not ready to go. And apparently that conversation, it helped out based off this interview. And they had to figure out a way, which they did, in order to put him back into the show. But that's crazy, man. They really had this boy up out of here in episode 5, y'all. That was a real thing. And it wasn't easy putting him back in. They had to basically reconstruct the end of the season. That's what they're saying in this article. It's basically a complete reimagining of the engine, not just for season 3, but also for season 4. So he's saying that the biggest impact
He's the next
will be
big
in
thing.
season 4, which
He's been a dominant force around the world.
Now, of course,
He's
they're
a
talking
future
about how
world
Unique is going to be in season 4 because of what happened to
He's
him.
the main
And remember,
event.
they didn't initially
He's
have him
a lock.
to be in season 4.
He's a lock.
So
He's a lock.
now they have to
He's
change
a
a lot of
lock.
different things
He's a
for
lock.
season 4. And he stated that they will explain how he survived, because I know a lot of fans wanted to know, like, okay, where was he at? How did he survive? So that will be explained in season 4, which I'm glad that they're doing, because it gives the fans those answers that we want. And also we can see if he had any help or whatever, and just the things that he was going through as far as surviving. Now, People Magazine is doing an interview with Sasha Penn, just in case I did not mention that to you guys. He is the creator of this show. Now, he also talks about how the fans, they hated Ronnie at first, and then it pretty much hit like a 180 to where the fans started to love his character. Now, in my opinion, I believe the fans still hate Ronnie all the way up to his death. I believe what it was just very funny to troll Ronnie. You've seen all types of different skits online about Ronnie, Ronnie's character, Honey Nut Cheerios, of course, Ronnie Myers. It was just a very entertaining thing to talk about, and I think, the fans took advantage of that. But as far as I know, majority of the Power fans did not like Ronnie, especially after what he did to your boy Unique. But it was funny to see all the different types of fan reactions to his character. I mean, I will miss that. That's what I will say. And y'all know I'm not a fan of building up a character in one season and dropping them off. I'm a fan of character development and seeing more of that character and figuring out different ways to keep them around. But I knew early on the way that Ronnie was moving, it was no way in the hell he was sticking around. He had to be neutralized. He had to be put down. And that's exactly what ended up happening. Now, Sasha Penn also states that season 4, of course, is filming right now, which we know. And he believes that it's going to be the best season. And I believe it could be. I mean, season 3 was crazy, man. It was a crazy season. The ending will be an ending that the fans will continue to talk about for a very, very long time. And the way that Unique returned, it still got people talking. Now, y'all saw how people was talking about how Unique returned. I told you earlier on in the video, people will start making these ghost videos about how he survived for sure now after what we just saw with Unique. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if Ghost was to ever return, because Stars did talk to Amari Hardwick, they talked to him. He's already came out and said that they called him or whatever, and they wanted him back. I always told you that Ghost is dead until the writers want to bring him back somehow, some way. Now, imagine if Ghost would have came back. Imagine the internet. Imagine the Power fans' reactions. It would probably be 100 times, bigger than what we were seeing now with Unique. Ghost will break down. He will shut down the internet. That's just my opinion. But if Stars ever pay Amari Hardwick what he wants, that story will be crazy. That's just what I'm thinking. But y'all let me know, man, what you think about your boy Unique returning. Are you happy? Are you pissed off? Do you think it's realistic? Well, I say this. You have to remember, it's TV. And if they can bring anybody back, they will, especially if it's not 100% proof. I told you guys earlier that TV logic defeats everything. If these guys can write and make a crazy storyline, that's exactly what they gonna do. And it seems like they did a great job by doing this for season 3. Got the fans going crazy, got us talking about it, and now I really cannot wait to see what's going to go down in season 4. And I will say this once again, Joey Badass, he did an excellent job selling the whole story that Unique was up out of here. I mean, it did have a lot of people believing that he was gone. And Stars, they've done this before with Power Book 2 Ghost with Lauren being gone. But with Lauren, they never actually showed us anything about her. They just gave us that picture, telling us that she's gone. And y'all know what I'm talking about. The RIP picture that they used to post when a character is 100% up out of here. They did that, and then Lauren popped up in the next season. So here we go again. They like to, troll the fans. And when they do stuff like that, all that's going to do is to make everybody make these crazy theories about if somebody would or could survive. So, I mean, just use the Unique logic. If that body don't show up, he ain't or she ain't dead. Plain and simple. If you do that, you should be good as far as predicting what's going to happen as far as if somebody made it or not. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
want to Airbnb your place, but worry about a little Merlot turning into a little... We have your back. Airbnb it with the protection of AirCover.
Get your taxes done in a snap with the TurboTax app. Get your max refund and file 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. 1040 and limited credits only.
Yeah, I don't need you to tell everybody working with Marty. He would never do nothing like this, though. Not to his mother. Sometimes you say about worse shit you love most.
As soon as he said he wanted to be back, I wanted him back. There's no question. But I can't lie. We had already written the scripts. I had also said to Joey early on when he said he was done. Look, I have to be honest. This type of role, this type of opportunity can only happen once in a lifetime. He took this thing and turned it into something iconic. That doesn't always happen for an actor. I felt like, wow, to walk away from this is tough. And I wasn't the only one who had a conversation with him. Fifi also spoke to him and Joey was able to figure it out. We were able to accommodate, and I think the show is far, far, far better for it. So there we have it. Unique was supposed to be dead. However, they managed to work things out at the last moment, and it seems like they made a few adjustments and brought Unique back. But now the question is, what happens in season 4? Because Unique wasn't originally...
Yeah, I don't need you to tell me.
I am so close to having this title renamed in my honor. Can you imagine? The Sammy Continental Championship has a nice ring to it, if you ask me. All I have to do is defend it tonight, and WWE will have no choice but to give in to popular demand and make the change. I have no idea who I'm. Whoever it is, and you will never, ever see the Intercontinental Championship again.
Wait a second. Is this finally happening?
We've been seeing and hearing about this person for weeks. Could this be the long-awaited debut of The Lock?
I'm not sure what or who else it could be. The Lock has arrived on Raw.
And apparently The Lock is Sammy's mystery challenger.
Well, Sammy's big ideas about rechristening his title the Sammy Continental Championship could be changing quickly. We've heard The Lock is a future champion, and we might not have to wait long for that to come true.
This superstar has made a name for himself all around the world, and if you ask me, he looks like he fits right in here in WWE.
I agree. He's got the debut, the pyro and all, but now it's time to see if he can deliver in the ring against a veteran competitor in Sami Zayn. Sammy might have the experience edge, but he was caught off guard here tonight. So I'd actually give the advantage to The Lock. You might have a point, Saxton. Sami Zayn looks like he's hesitant to even go through